Day 2 of the 25K. We're going to keep the chip craft going. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Law and order. Law and order. You got to have rules, you know? You got to have rules. That was really awkward. Why did I do that? Delete, delete. It's the World Series of Poker.
We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Held steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going.
Good morning, everybody. Let's do a little morning prep, shall we? Let's take a look. This is our table for the day. That's me. 482. Let's go over. It's going to be 8-handed. There's 2 seats open, but they'll get filled with a bunch of people who are going to be buying. Yeah. I'm just waking up. Okay. We got Jesse Lonis here with a big stack, 761. This guy plays what we call street poker. So he's in the streets. Min Zhang is a woman from, I'm guessing, China. I don't know. We're going to take a look here in a minute. The Blez, Jared Blesnick. PLO extraordinaire. No Limit Hold'em, not his best game, but he's still tricky and tough and, you know, does a lot of, you know, unorthodox things. Then you got Nicky Schulman over here. Nicky Schulman understands theory. He's a studier. He knows how to play the game, No Limit Hold'em. So, you know, against him, we will be thinking in terms of theory and how to approach spots from that perspective. This guy, I don't know, but I looked, someone tagged me on X, Twitter, or whatever, and I clicked his name and he's blocked. So I don't know what he said. He probably doesn't like me, right? I usually don't block people who like me, so that'll be that. But you know, here's my rule, and I'll tell you, I'm gonna flip the camera. Okay, so yesterday, 2 different tables. I played with someone who, he just, you know, talks a lot of shit on social media or whatever, and just clearly doesn't like me, and that's fine. And here's the rule that I have. You know, there's 2. Generally speaking, you don't get to talk to me at the table and pretend we're cool. You know what I mean? It's not like you can be a loud keyboard warrior and be like, rah, 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 you're a piece of shit. And like, hey, nice to see you. How you doing? But it's always the way. You have no idea how often that happens where like a very loud, ferocious dog, you know, put that gif up where the 2 dogs, you know what I'm talking about? The 2 dogs across from the fence.
In comments section versus in public.
That's what the internet is, right? They see a person, and then, you know. So anyway, so that's my rule. Is like you don't get to just have conversation with me and act like everything's fine. I just ignore you. It's fine, and I don't mind. Listen, I'm thankful, frankly. I'm so thankful for knowing quite clearly when people don't like me, because I don't have to waste my time with that. You know what I mean? And at least I know where I stand. Hey, I respect it. You know what? I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You don't like me? Chances are, I wouldn't like you anyway. And yesterday, I watched the vlog just now, and I noticed I had that paper in my hat the whole day. So we're going to take that out today, probably wear the same hat. And, is that a pimple? I think we got something going on. What am I just picking at over here? I'm staring at myself in the morning here. All right, so it's 10:30 right now. Gonna take our time, get up, get ready, go downstairs, have a little brekkie, and head on over to the Horseshoe for day 2 of the 25K. We're gonna keep the chip craft going. For those of you, a lot of people in the comments really like the chip craft. That was my idea, and I'm gonna use it for big events when I start on time. So you can sort of see the evolution of the chip stack and the ups and downs throughout a tournament. All right, so that's that. Yeah, that's going to be the morning intro. All right, just got out of the shower, and I do my best thinking in the shower sometimes, and it made me think of Doyle Brunson. Okay, more as you get older, you have more and more respect for for those that were there when you were on the up and coming. I remember the Doyle Brunson, like all these TV cash games that used to be on TV, he'd get invited and he'd play, and you'd hear all the internet, oh, he's weak, he's tight, how does he win, da-da-da. You know what though? He won almost every time. He was like, it's not, the object of the game is to win money, not to look fancy doing so. So because he knew everybody else was playing like jackasses, He played a standard, simple, solid game that, guess what? In the end, won the money. Could he have maybe won more in some spots? Sure. Could he have lost a lot more in other spots? Absolutely. But he was there. Doyle Brunson plugging away. Everybody else around him, like, look at me, how cool I am, me included. I was one of them, you know, goofing around and stuff. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to win. Say what you will, but I'm going to win. So as I get older, I have more of an appreciation for that when it comes to poker. Like, you know, if everyone else can do the crazy shit, doesn't mean I have to, right? Sit back, watch the action, win the money. All right, for today, in this bag, I got the new GG gear. This thing is warm and cozy. I like this kind of like cracked logo. It's very soft, very cashmere-esque, this thing. So we're gonna put this on, and then we're gonna put the black jacket over top just in case. But this is gonna be the outfit for the day. That's GG Poker. GG as in good game. All right, take a look at the bad boy on, right? I'm not, okay, whoever made this, whoever designed this, whoever thought this was a good merchandise for GG Poker to have, bravo. This is my favorite GG sweat hoodie thing they've ever made. It's like, I don't know, I feel so sexy in it. I mean, I'm sexy no matter what I wear, but with this thing on, wow. And it's like, I just want to, I touch myself. It's so soft, man. Oh, if you can get yourself one of these, I don't know how. I don't know if you're Club GG or something like that, go to the lounge, but man, these are cool, bro. So cool. I'm so cool today. Let's go. All right, so over here, what you're seeing is the late red drawing. You see some players that are a little bit upset. And the reason they're upset, I'll tell you, I'll flip the camera on. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay, some players are complaining about people getting in too far past the late reg. So they instituted a rule as of today, and they mentioned it yesterday, they gave a warning an hour ago. If you are not in line at the time, if you're not in line to late reg at the time of the start of the thing, or you're at the kiosk buying in, then you are out. So these guys were 3 minutes late, and they're enforcing the rules. So let that be a lesson to you guys. If you're gonna max late reg, make sure you give yourself enough time, right? So you don't have to have this. But that's a good sign. Listen, you have to have a hard stop, and the fact that they're enforcing it, that is a good thing. Of course, it's frustrating for those 4 or 5 people because they were not necessarily taking advantage of things, but you gotta have rules. You gotta have rules. Law and order. Law and order. You gotta have rules, you know? You gotta have rules. Even Abner agrees. You have to have rules. So, unfortunate, but it's one tournament. They'll be okay. There's plenty more. It's the World Series of Poker. Yeah. I don't know what he said. Yeah. Just go, yeah. You know? But you don't know what people say. Sometimes you go, yeah. All right. I'm all in. Queens, my best hand I had today. Queens against Nicky's nines for 212. Either way, he's my horsey.
Still like jacks plus.
Always jacks plus. You called anyway, you dummy.
It's crazy.
That's me. All right. Good game. All right. Not the result we wanted at all. I mean, so here's the deal. We played an hour and a half today. Till those queens, the best hand I had, I'm not even kidding, was ace-8 offsuit. Never had ace-9 or better. Didn't have king-queen, king-jack. Never had a pair at all. So I was, making do, and I still was doing fine until this hand, which we'll do a breakdown of. Button raises, we're playing 5 and 10,000. I can't remember, you'll figure out the stack anyway, based on the stack I had. It was the hand right before this one. Button opens at 5 and 10,000 to 23. I defend the big blind with 10-8 of diamonds. The flop is ace 9-8. Oh, sorry, ace 10-9, 1 diamond, the 9 of diamonds. I check, he bets 15K. I call. Turn is an 8. It's about 90 in the pot. I check, he bets 85. If I call the 85, I have 212 behind. So the question is,
put it in now or wait to see a safe river, because there's a lot of bad rivers on 8, 9, 10 ace. We could actually be beat too easily. Could have straights, better ace, better 2 pairs, all that kind of stuff. And if he's bluffing, well, you know, let him bluff. I just call, saving myself at 212. The river is the 9. I check, he puts it in for 212. Not a ton of hands I beat. There are some bluffs, but I don't know. There's really not as many as you think. Like jack something, right? But what is the jack something? A lot of the jack something just checks back the turn, because the jack something is going to be a pair. The other jack is jack queen, so king jack, that might check too. So overall, all things considered, I think that's a good fold. And then the very next hand, Nicky opens, I move in for 212. He calls with 9s and says, it's always jacks plus, isn't it? It's just always. I said, yeah, it is. No, it's not though. Kidding. Anyway, he spanked the 9, turned the flush draw, and that's that. So, busto, on to the next. Unfortunate too, because we were doing well, but played great. Again, I made that one mistake yesterday, small, but today none. No, today was good. Today was good poker. Just didn't get the result we wanted. Too bad too, because it's a really big turnout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:48. We have to move on to the next one. Good news in a lot of ways. Like I said, I'm very happy with how I played. Outside of that, like I said, mistake yesterday, but I'm not tilted, which is good. It's only, you know, a week and a half into the World Series, but obviously a very high equity spot there with 2 queens against 2 9s. And as I said, the good news, it goes to Nick Schulman, so go team. But would have loved to have won that one. Just didn't have a shot today. Like I said, you know, wasn't getting any hands, but there's a long summer ahead and it bodes well. Showing up on time was the move, you know, for that one. Now the question is, do we show up on time for this next one? The next one is a 10K triple draw. It starts in 11 minutes. Generally speaking, I like to give myself a little bit of time in between events. It's obviously a big, important one, 10K. I'm very good at triple draw, but I think it's probably better rather than me just go in, even though I'm totally fine. Like, just don't want to go in frazzled and have any residue from the last event, you know, lurking in my mind. They're going to give it a little beat, you know. Now that we're still going to be early. Maybe we show up in an hour late. Max we'll do is miss the first 2 hours, but a decent chance we go in before that. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll listen to the body. We'll listen to the mind. Trust in it. Trust in what we're doing. And I do. Very much so. Very happy this year with some of the minor changes in terms of game plan. And, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Sometimes queens lose to 9s. Well, alrighty. Deuce to 7 triple draw. Players are on their first break of the day as we speak. I bought in, ready to go. As I said, we took 2 hours. We vegged. I watched. Oh, I didn't even tell you last night in bed because I was like, what did I do? You know, I was watching Mike Tyson knockouts. He busted so many people up in a minute. It was crazy. And then I also watched some Cesar Millan videos on how to teach dogs to stop barking. I would love to have him come over and shut Apollo up sometimes. What else did I do? Not much. And then just now I was just scrolling, you know, just mindless stuff, killing some time. I did take a little bit of a nap. I got my big old nitro brew ready to go. So we're going to enter level 4 of Deuce to 7 triple draw. You want a tutorial on how to play the game? Right there. It's a good tutorial. I had a lot of people compliment me on it. I wrote a chapter in Doyle Brunson Super System 2 on the game, as well as Ace to 5, that still holds up. I mean, obviously there's a few little things there, here and there, that we've learned over time that weren't necessarily in there, but they will give you a good basic premise. So it's a very swingy game because you know you're doing 3-bet pre, you draw 1, you draw 2, you draw 3, you're calling bets every time. It's not a low variance game, and you know you're gonna have to make some hands. This is a game where there's plenty of skill, but you also have to make hands. There's just spots where you're drawing, you pair, you lose. You know, so hopefully we have the sun run well all the way through. But you know, when we don't, we just try to minimize the losses, maximize the wins, and do it all over again. World Series of Poker 2024.
I said I got a bit for y'all. Okay, so here's the deal. This is my bodyguard. Introduce yourself, bodyguard. She's the bodyguard. Okay? This is the muscle right here.
That's right.
Anybody who comes near me, you got to deal with these people right here.
Me right here.
You.
Miss Ray.
That's true. Miss Ray. You mess with me, Miss Ray gonna come get you.
That's right.
Right. You see it happen too, right over here, right?
You saw me get you.
We don't
too.
need security
You
when
saw
I-
me secure you too.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I
So
secured you from that.
these are the lovely ladies that tell you, sorry, your room's booked already. Right? Sorry, no rooms. Right? No. All right. Have a good one. I'm gonna go play poker. Okay, Chino just had heaps of chips, 1 million in chips, and now he's over here in the triple draw. What happened, Chino?
All right, Daniel, we just fucked up a really good spot to get some points on the team. I'm
Okay,
really
what'd you do?
disappointed in
What'd you do?
myself
Tell
with
us.
that.
I did. I'm a team player. I gave my chips to Nick Schulman.
But I'm disappointed because that was a good spot.
Okay, what'd you have? Tell
we
the
had
story.
1.1 million at 816,000. I made it 35K on every gun with 2 5s. The next guy made it 110, and I called. And the flop comes 6-6 deuce, and it was check. The turn was an 8, and I checked again, and he bet 100, and I called with 5s. And the river was a jack, and I checked, and he bet 280, and I used 2 time banks, and I check raised all in for 900,000.
All right. My question is, simple question, why? Just like.
I was actually
Wow.
hoping he was playing 2 tournaments at the same
So
time.
what were you doing? Were you trying to get him off an overpair?
This is when we become very honest and just say, we fucking fucked that one up.
Okay, but so you weren't just thinking clearly. You weren't thinking about the spot that. You took 2 time banks.
I was genuinely thinking I'm about to turn my hand into a bluff and make this guy hopefully fold something good. And
Something good.
And really,
Like, see,
and really polarize like 2 jacks or 2 8s.
You know how old school players talk?
that
We go
didn't
like,
work.
I bet more chips to try to get him to fold good hands. Yeah.
Chino
On Kid
2000
Straight, they're like, well, he's got 16 combos of like Ace King and like 16 of, and his SPI is like 43%.
Anyways,
so.
Chino
it did not
2000
work.
Chino
And now that
2000
guy has like all the chips.
Chino
All right.
2012.
Okay, so Chino punted his stack. Now the question is, what's bothering you today, Alan?
I busted another tournament and came to this one, but we also had the worst player in the tournament in your seat, and we got you instead, which is not a good thing.
Any deals around town on some Reese's Pieces and stuff like that? What is this?
I don't know.
That's the hat. You got the chainsaw. Any deals on Reese's Pieces you find?
I had free dinner the other night at the Venetian, and I posted online, and nobody showed up. So I said to the waitress, "Give me the exact thing that I just ordered to go." So I had that for
So
dinner.
where's the best place around here to get like a burger, but just bread, meat, no condiments, no lettuce, no cheese, just bread and meat? Where's the best place for the best price?
I can go to McDonald's. I can show you on my app. It costs $3.
So what do you order? Just a regular hamburger?
No, I ordered just the beef patties, like on a plate.
Is that like a special deal where you fuck
Yeah.
them? So you just get the beef patties. What about the bread?
No bread.
So you just go to like a grocery store, get your own bread?
No, I'll show you on my phone.
What about ketchup?
I'm going to show you on my
Ketchup,
phone.
mustard,
None of
relish?
that.
What do you mean,
Beef
bro?
patties only. It's for the dogs. That's how
Yeah,
they
it makes
I'm
sense.
going
So
to show
he's
you on my phone. It costs $4.
$4. Okay, well I can't
I
really.
can't believe we got the worst player in the tournament to leave, and we have you to replace him.
Okay, well
The absolute worst player in the tournament.
that's a fold.
He drew 2 on the last draw.
Oh my God, what a sin! What an idiot! 2 on the last draw. Was it him? No. All right. 45 minutes playing 5-handed. He's playing only 1 card draw. He plays. Doesn't play any pots. No hand. He didn't play a single fucking hand. Go home if you're not going to play. Nobody wants you here if you're not going to play. What are you waiting for? What? Wheel? Huh?
Deuce 4-6.
Deuce 4-6. You don't even play that. If you tell me in all this time you didn't get a deuce 4-6, huh?
It's not coming yet.
Okay, first hand I tried to bluff this guy. Okay,
I-
check
I
this out.
did-
I
I did
raised him
also.
with 2 pair, and he called me with fucking queen 6. You know what that means?
Queen smooth.
Okay, queen smooth. That means we put an X on him. Never again bluff. Oh, just value bet him now because he's gonna call you. So don't bluff that guy. Robert Mizrachi, what do you have to say to all the people out there that didn't think you were worth $3? That you were a $1. You've become a $1 player. What do you say to these people?
Well, no one knew I was playing, and no one knew what I could do.
So did that rile you up? Is that why you won?
Floor.
It was more like my friends.
I gotta get a hand. What? He's too slow with his talking. He's like Rocky Balboa over there. He's like, well,
I asked Adrian, she's like, I don't know. Here we go. We got Bakes over here, the madman. Raise, bet, two pair. Fuck, this isn't a two pair game, okay? If I tried that against him, it didn't work, remember? Okay, who's it me? Oh, let me look. This tight guy? Hold on. Mike Rocco. The people want to know, how are you playing in this tournament? Like, are you playing, how would you describe how you're playing so far? Okay, because last time you played a tournament, you left, and the question was, how do you feel like you played? And you said, bad.
Michael, I kind of saw you shaking your head out there just a little bit ago. Overall, how would you sum up how you think you played throughout today's final table?
Bad.
Making a run like this, though, finishing in third, does it help the confidence level overall, despite the way you think you might have played at this final table?
No, not really. Because I always don't close big spots, so that's just what I do. I just get in huge spot after huge spot with chip lead and never fucking win, so it doesn't really help the confidence at all. I know I can just get there all the time, but I never win, so I just have to work on myself and just try to get better. But yeah.
Is that something that's weighing on your mind when you go into a final table?
No. Like, I always feel like I'm gonna win, but I always manage to not somehow, so yeah. I don't, not sure, but I'll figure it out at some point.
I appreciate the honesty and you opening up. Thanks, Michael.
I'm probably playing worse than this one.
Playing worse? Okay, cool. Consistency is key. Here we go. And look at this, Mike freaking Matusow. 2 cashes in a row. There we go. Let's go.
Playing good too now.
Yeah. Okay, Bacallero just got very lucky against me with the aid of the dealer here. No, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying.
Dealer screwed up.
It was you, definitely. Okay, going into the last draw, I have a deuce 3 4 7. Very good. You have a what?
Deuce 5 6 7.
Not as good. Mine's better.
Yeah.
So the dealer is giving me my last card, and he flipped it up. It was a 9. 9 is good.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead, I have to get a different card. So now I get a 10, and he made an 8.
And you had already had all of his 4s.
And I had 3 4s. That's the thing. I had 3 4s. You're right. How do you know all this stuff? Are you looking at my cards over here? How did you know I had 3 4s? Oh, that might have been why. Yeah. Stop doing that. Okay. Man. Oh well. You know.
Yeah, if I'm in the hand, don't do it.
Okay. So bad start now. Steaming. All right, people. You need to learn, as I've been saying for many years. Birds are real. Birds are real. Birds are real. Okay, this is the guy, because, you know, everyone's talking about birds, and we know, we're on the same page, because we know birds aren't real.
I mean, the thing is that...
So the gooses are the ground attack drone, night surveillance, of course, owls, right? Vultures, the sanitation, got it. Yeah, so he knows, right?
I'm taking a risk even wearing this shirt.
I know, because they know. They know that you know that I know that all of it's messed up. Okay, I want a picture with you. Let's do a picture. We are going to break with 41K. You start with 60. I had a lot of wheel draws. When I come back, okay? Hang tight. I had a lot of wheel draws. Deuce 3 5 7, deuce 4 5 9. Whatever. Good news is, still got 41. Scrappy. I got rotation on the way. You know who rotation is from last year? Crystal. She's coming to do the massaging. Perfect time for it. Loosen up, relax, all that stuff. And yeah. It's that time of the World Series. We got Crystal in action. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Why did I do this? That was very awkward.
I don't know. Stop.
But I don't know. That was really awkward. Why did I do that? Delete. Okay, here we go. Play a little poker, get a massage. Good to go. We got Hassan in the building. Our best Turkish dealer in the house. He's probably the only one, but 27,000 end level, whatever. Got 2 more hours to play. We're playing. What are we playing? 25 and 5. Just not making any hands really. I did make a 7 finally when I was all in for 8K. We were scrambling. We're trying to keep in it, stay in it. But gotta make some hands, man. Gotta make some hands. That's triple draw. Got to make some damn hands. Well, chip's gone. I need to tell you about this hand. This one was painful. And I almost made a comeback even despite it. So I raise and deuce to 7. I pick up deuce 3 5 6 7. Dealt. That is number 3, the 3rd best hand. Almost impenetrable. Almost impossible to beat. All right? Now, overalls, calls in the small blind. Huh? I'm doing a vlog, bud.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want you every day, man. That's cool, buddy.
Thanks, man. Yes, what was I saying? Deuce 3, 5, 6, 7. Raise in the small blind overalls. He just calls, okay, which is fine. And then the big blind, Ian Johns calls. Now the small blind, he pats. He's pat. What are you doing? Like, pat and not 3-betting. You know, first whatever. Ian draws 2. I'm pat. Check to me, I bet. Overalls calls. Ian check raises. I'm like, all right, it's almost for surely good. I want to keep overalls in. I just call. He calls. He draws 1 now. Now Ian's pat. I pat behind. He bets. I call. Other guy folds. On the end, he's pat. I'm pat. He bets. He bets 5K. I have 17 total. It's really. I mean, I'm like, you know what? That's at that stage. You know, who knows? He could have a number 1 or a 2. Just to play it careful, give myself a chance with 2 big bets. I just call. Turns over the wheel. Drew 2 and made the wheel. So, man, pretty ugly. And then the very last hand, I had deuce 5, 6, 7. Brick, brick, brick. That's it. Yeah, just didn't make enough hands. So now we have a lot of decisions to make because tomorrow's a shit show of a day. The next 2 days, there's really nothing good or big. So it's a question of either A, go ham, play everything, or not, and just kind of chill and take an easy day. I'm going to take a look at the schedule right now, and we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow looks like. Because either A, because it depends on whether or not I'm going to stay here or not. Because if I decide to play this crazy one at 10 a.m., then I'm definitely staying here. And if I'm going late, then I can go home. So we'll see. I need to think about it. I don't know. You'll see in the next vlog whether I wake up in the bed here, which is not comfortable at all, or the bed at home, which is fantastic. Peace, y'all.